Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. Today I am talking FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, or as I like to call it, fulfilled by me. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and I have been selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage, normally FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. So I'll pack everything up every week and send it out to Amazon so that I don't have to do it from an RV where I don't have a lot of room to store inventory. But every once in a while it makes a lot of sense and a lot of profit to do FBM. So today I'm just going to walk you through the whole process of what it looks like, what I look for, when you would want to use it, and all of that. There are a lot of times when it is actually a great idea to do FBM, but it is super intimidating if you've never done it. I know, because I really didn't start doing it until this year. So if you've never done it, just do it, because then you'll realize it's not so hard, especially when you figure everything out, and hopefully this video helps you figure stuff out. Here are some examples of a good time to do FBM. First is if Amazon is selling the item but they are temporarily sold out, occasionally the price will skyrocket up, and so you can make some really good profits if you're able to sell it and ship it right away. This is what happens during Q4 for toys. When things get in really high demand and suddenly everyone wants it right now, that's when it is really profitable to do FBM, because you can ship it out to the customer right away. They don't have to wait for Amazon to get it back in stock. Another example is the situation we're kind of in right now where Amazon warehouses are getting slow. Now, not all of them, but some of them are severely backed up. I had a shipment waiting a week. Some people in the Bolo group have had stuff in warehouses sitting there for months, which is really discouraging when you just want to sell your stuff. So that is another example of when it might be a good idea to do FBM, which is why I did it this week. So I thought, why not just film this video to show you the process? Another good reason is for meltables. So during the summer months, you can't actually send any chocolate or meltables like candles, those kind of things. You can't send those into the warehouse. So there's things like Power Bars and Power Crunch protein bars that I will actually sell FBM, and they make crazy profits. Now, normally I wouldn't be showing you things, but that leads me into my next point, which is I bought this. Amazon was sold out of it. I think the price was like $20. It will cost me like $4 to ship it. It cost me $6, so I was gonna make like $5 easy profit just like that flipping it. However, Amazon is back on the listing, so the great thing about FBM is I'm just gonna take this back to Walmart. So you can just return stuff that doesn't sell. It's easy. Okay, so one of the main concerns is shipping. How do you know how much to charge for shipping? Do you charge for shipping? How do you know how much it's gonna cost to ship? The answer is you kind of don't until you start doing it, but once you start doing it, you get the idea. So here's what I look for when I want FBM products. The first is that it has to be under a pound. Those are ideal. You can't sell stuff over a pound, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but you want to look for things that are lightweight, under a pound. So light toys, like grocery items, little beauty products, those kind of things. Those are really great products to do FBM. My other requirement for me is that it has to fit in a padded envelope. So there's a lot of padded envelope sizes and types that you can get. There's even these poly millers, which are ideal for clothes. Clothing is another great category to do FBM. If it fits in one of those, that is my best case scenario, because if you have to put it in a box, it's not a deal breaker, but the box adds weight, and weight adds cost to the shipping. So if it can ship securely in a padded envelope, that's a win. If it is over a pound, if it's heavier, but it'll fit in a priority mail padded envelope, I don't have one to show you, but if it will fit in one of those, first, those are free. And they're $8 flat rate. I think it's like $7.75 flat rate. So it doesn't matter if it weighs more. You can go ahead and just stick it in that and send it off. Plus, you know the cost of shipping right away, $8. So if it's under a pound and it'll fit in one of these padded envelopes, it is likely going to be $3 to $4, sometimes on the $5 side, and it's going to go first class USPS. So it's really easy. If you just have $5 as your gauge, if you're just starting out, it's lightweight, under a pound, and $5, then you are golden. You'll know how much to put in the shipping. So before this year, I actually did not do a whole lot of FBM. I would sometimes do like Christmas type items when it was getting too close to Christmas to be able to send it into the warehouse, because you can't send stuff, I think it's past like December 3rd or 4th for Christmas, because you're cutting it real close for it getting to the warehouse, Amazon checking it in, it being available to sell, not transfer around, and then the customer ordering and get it in time. So for those instances, that's why you would want to do FBM. I was doing it for lightweight things around that time of the year. Even though I'd done it, I was still really intimidated. So I have to say a shout out to my Bolo group, because all the members in the Bolo group who are experienced and know what they're doing, a lot of them do eBay as well, so they've been shipping and they know all this stuff. They really encouraged me, and like, it was a lead in March from the Bolo group that I was like, this is just too crazy of a profit to not just try it and see, and man, did that pay off. That was amazing, because I'm not sure if you know, because of COVID, sales really slowed down and we couldn't go shopping in April, and all the profit I made in March really helped tide me over in April. So that was awesome, and that was all thanks to the Bolo group. Another Bolo group shout out, because a member in the Bolo group recently taught us about shipping templates, and that is a question I get a lot, and I'm always like, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So I'm gonna be able to walk you through shipping templates, all thanks to the Bolo group. So if you need help as a seller, experienced or not, it is a great resource for you, and it's still available. The link is below if you want to join. So due to that tip and lead, I was doing, I think I had like 160 or 170 orders all within a week of FBM, and the profits were coming in and it was crazy. And so I was like, man, this is awesome. So now that the warehouses are slowing down, this week when I went sourcing, I went ahead and listed right from the store all these products that I am now going to ship out. A lot of these products are actually selling from my cart. Like, I've not even checked out at the store yet, and someone on Amazon has already bought it. So it's so exciting, and it's like, selling on Amazon anyways is exciting, but it's really exciting when you're selling stuff literally out of your cart. So that's awesome. So let me just walk you through on the app how you can list from your phone if you want to. Use this as an example. You just scan the product. Now down here at the bottom it says list. So really quickly, the Amazon app is super confusing when you're trying to figure out how much money you would make. When you click it and you do seller fulfilled, it gives you the shipping credit. You don't actually get that shipping credit. It's really annoying. I don't know why they put it in. How I recommend and how I do this, again, learning as I go, is all I do is I say, okay, so it's $13. My fees, I can see right here, if it's $13.99, they're gonna charge $2.85 in fees. So that means off the bat now I'm making $10, but then it's gonna cost $5 to ship, and now it costs $5 in the store. So suddenly I'm at a loss, because you have to do the math on your own, and it's really annoying. If you guys know a better way, please let me know, but this is how I do it. You can figure out the fees on the Amazon side. You pay less fees as FBM because Amazon's not taking their additional FBA, like we're warehousing it and shipping and all that fees on top of it. So for this product at $13.99, they would take $2.85, and then I factor in the stuff that I know. So I know how much I paid for it, and I know how much the shipping's probably going to be, and that's how I can kind of figure out if it is going to make enough money or not. If you were to sell it and then you get it home and you go through the whole process and you see how much shipping is and you're like, that didn't make any money, just take the rest of them down and then return them to the store. You don't have to, if you sold it, you do have to ship it and you have to take that hit, but you don't have to keep selling them. You don't ever want to cancel an order, because that actually goes against your account and could get you deactivated. So take the hit. Also, if you're learning, might not want to list in store if you're not prepared to be able to take those hits, but you can list in store, and let me get back to how to do that. We're gonna hit the button that says list, and you just say your condition obviously is new, and then you click the button here that says I will ship this myself, and suddenly this quantity area pops up, as well as your shipping templates. So I don't know if you know this, I just learned this, you can make multiple shipping templates. Didn't know that. So for this one, it's a lightweight item. It's going to be under a pound, so I have a lightweight free shipping, and I'll just say I've got 5 of them. You put the price in there that you want, so $13.22, and then you would hit continue, and you can go ahead and hit submit, and then it would list it. If it didn't list and you're like, why isn't it in my inventory, it's inactive, it probably either didn't get the price for some reason, or you might have forgot to do the quantity, because when you hit that I will ship it myself, that's when the quantity pops up and it doesn't show before that. That's how you list right from the store, and you could be selling items out of your cart, which is always fun. So again, if you're totally new and you don't have any idea what the shipping is, or like for me, I did a toy recently, it was selling for $60, and I thought, well, the shipping can't possibly be more than, $10. It was $18. So I sold the one and I took the other one back to the store. I think I ended up making $4, but it wasn't the $15 I thought I was gonna make. So you just have to take the hit and adjust. If you're going to list in the store, anything's possible. You can also list them the same way you would list them FBA at home. You just hit that you're going to fulfill it, merchant fulfilled, and you can actually weigh it beforehand so that you make sure you set it up with the right shipping template. So It might be better, but it's always fun for me to list it in the store, so I do. Okay, so as always, all my supplies are going to be linked below, but here's what I use for Merchant Fulfilled. You can use any of the poly bags, any size that it will fit in securely. Obviously, you don't want to put a breakable in a padded envelope. I get them from Walmart usually because I will like say, oh, I need literally have the product that I'm going to sell, and then I'll get an envelope that fits it. You can also grab inexpensive small boxes from Walmart. Those are great. The shipping labels I use are the same shipping labels I use for FBA shipments, the ones that go on the box. So they're these half sheet. Oh, this is just a piece of paper. They're the half sheet, so there's 2 labels on 1 piece of paper, and I just use my compact laser printer. Okay, so when you log into your account, it actually has it on the home screen, your open orders. So right now I've got 5 orders that I need to ship. And then to get to it, you just go ahead to orders, manage orders. Right here is all of the list of orders that I need to go through. You can sort it by order date, so if you want the oldest ones first. And then I just hit right here, buy shipping. You do not have to buy shipping from Amazon. You can go to the post office and ship it yourself, but you do need to come back here and hit confirm shipment and put the tracking number in for the customer. So you can ship it however you want. I think some people use pirate ship. You can use any shipping method you want, but you do need to make sure you log it as shipped. So I just buy it from Amazon because it's easier. So the first one I'm going to show you is a product I've already shipped before. So it will already have all my dimensions and the weight in there. And it makes it really easy when you're selling multiple of the same thing. You don't have to do this every time, set it up. If you're offering multiple different shipping options, you want to make sure that you ship it the right way. So if they paid for priority shipping, you got to ship it priority. They paid for free economy, so they're getting USPS first class. So as I said, I've already shipped this one before, so you can see here, you'll select the date that you want to ship it. I'm going to ship this, is actually going out on Tuesday. And then here you can select the type of label you want to use. I used the half sheet. Fun fact, I didn't know that you could select this, and so everything was printing out with the packing list on the other side, and I was wasting labels and it was driving me crazy. So this is the packaging size that I'm using. I already used it before, so it's already there. It weighs 10 ounces. It's going to cost $4 to ship it. So then you just hit buy shipping, and now I'll print my label. And then that order is now gone from my list. I only have 4 that I need to do. So since I only use half the label, I just stick it right back in and it'll print the next label right on there for me. You want to make sure, because it's not going to be the same item, obviously, so you want to keep everything separate so the customers get the right product. A real quick note on padded envelopes. So I prefer this one actually because it's a little bit more sturdy, and also you can see through these. But they didn't have this kind in a big enough size at Walmart, so I had to get the clear one. It still works, I just prefer these. Alright, let me pack up the other item that I have not yet shipped so that you can see the whole process of weighing and putting it in. Alright, so I packaged up my item, and now I've got to weigh it so that I can input the weight and it can calculate the shipping. So I just have my regular scale that I use. So my scale is set for like obviously heavier shipments, so sometimes when it's under I think 3 or 4 ounces it won't actually tell me, and I use my kitchen baking scale to measure it. So you do want to have a scale that will be able to do lighter weight stuff. If you do stamps.com, even for their free trial, you can get like a $10 scale. It's probably the same $10 if you just get a USPS scale from Amazon, but I'll link all the products below so that you can pick the one you want. Alright, so it is 10 ounces, so I'll go ahead and say I'm going to buy shipping for this one. Again, double checking that it's free economy. And the packaging, so it doesn't have anything here yet, so I just go ahead and do this, and this is a 15 by 10 by 2. I'm literally guessing on the height. It's 2 inches, I think. The envelope itself has the length and the width, so I just guess on the height. You could measure it for real if you wanted to, but it doesn't actually make that big of a difference. I put the weight in here. It weighs 10 ounces. And then you can choose, obviously, when you're going to ship it. So if it's Sunday, I'm going to ship it on Monday normally, but tomorrow is Labor Day, so it'll be going out on Tuesday. It's going to cost $4 to ship this first class. So here is where you can see your options. Sometimes it is like a pound and it's $9.99 to do priority, or like $9.89 to go first class. So I just go ahead and bump it up to priority just to give the customer a better experience. If you want to ship other options, they have all these different options here. So I could do priority overnight for FedEx. You can do USPS. You can pick any of these that your heart desire. I always do the cheapest one. And then we'll buy shipping. And now the customer should be getting an email with their tracking that it is shipped and all of that. So let me print the label, stick the label on, and it's good to go. Take it to the post office as soon as you can. So now I'm going to walk you through how to set up the shipping templates. Again, you can set up as many as you want. I recommend obviously a free shipping because I know as a customer I like free shipping, and I will actually not buy something if I have to pay shipping, and I don't think I should. So if there's other Prime sellers or there is another FBM seller that's offering free shipping, then it might be hard for you to win the sale if you're also charging shipping, unless of course everyone sells out and it's a hot product and you're the only one. How I do that is I like to pad in the cost of shipping into the price, so the customer thinks they're getting free shipping, however they're actually paying for it in their inflated cost. So if you can't do that, I highly recommend doing that. Here is how you set up your shipping templates. So you just go to your settings and shipping settings. Again, the Bolo group members, Linda, thank you so much for helping me figure this out, because I now know how that, one, you can have multiple shipping templates, did not know that, and now how to set them up correctly. So here is my free lightweight one. Again, it's free for all of these regions, economy. If they want standard shipping, then it's $4.99. I don't know why anyone would, but I've actually had people pay for that. So if I needed to edit it, I can go ahead and do it right here, edit template. If you want to make a new one, click here, create new shipping template. If you can copy one if you already have one you want to copy. I'll just go ahead and create a new one. Okay. So go ahead and give your template a name. Obviously you want it to be something super simple. So like I showed you on the app when I'm pulling up the product to list right from the phone, you want to have it so, okay, I know this is a heavy item. I want it to be the 1 to 5 pounds or over 5 pounds or whatever it is. Let's just call it 1 to 3 pound template. Obviously, I don't want to offer free shipping on this because it's going to be too expensive to ship. You can always come back and add free shipping if you want. So here's where you would set it up. So if you want to do $7.99 an order plus an extra 99 cents per pound. So that means if it's a 2 pound item, the customer's gonna get charged $7.99 plus $1.98 because it was 2 pounds. So Amazon already has all the weights in there, and so that's how it calculates the shipping for you. So I've seen some of my products, before I set it up accurately, I was like, okay, it's free shipping and 99 cents a pound. So like one of them was $1.21, and I was like, that's weird. So you would just go through here and set them all up, offer what you want to offer. If you want to offer 2-day delivery, 1-day delivery, however you want to do it. You can say what your transit time is. So if you're going to do, if your expedited shipping is priority shipping, then it's 1 to 2 days. So you can go ahead and select that. Free shipping is 4 to 8 days. That's how I have it set up, because actually first class is really kind of fast. I'll get it in like 2 to 3 days. Again, I am not an expert in this, so I just went ahead and copied what someone did in the Bolo group, and I'm still learning as I go. Literally, I set this up this morning. So it's an experience, but that's how you set up your shipping templates. So if you're interested to see how I have mine set up, this is my free lightweight one, which is free economy shipping on any orders. And then I have the standard $4.99, 50 cents a pound. And then expedited is $8.99 and 99 cents a pound. This is the one I was using all of March, and I never had any like crazy fees until I tried to do that toy not that long ago when it was $18. That's when I was like, oh, okay, I'm not doing something right here. That's when I started to be like, wait a second. And I go back to the lightweight items. But now that I know how to do it, I have some heavier items, so I can fill you in later on to see how it goes. So the last thing is, if you are wanting to do toys FBM, during Q4, you have 1 month left from the day this video came out. It's like October 14th is when you have to have 25 orders by. It can be anything. It does not have to be toys. If you don't hit that mark, you can still FBM during Q4. You just can't do it for toys. So don't worry if you didn't do it. You can still do FBM. You just won't be able to do it for toys. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's how it is. Also, if you didn't have your first sale by September 1st, this doesn't matter anyways because you won't be able to sell toys FBM. You can still sell them if you are ungated FBA. Just fulfilled by manufacturer, fulfilled by me, you wouldn't be able to. So when you buy the shipping from Amazon, the money comes out of your account balance, like your reserves. So you'll see your money go down the more orders you're shipping, and then you'll get paid for the items when the customer receives it. So when the post office says it's delivered, I think it's like a couple days after that, I see all the money come in. So it's pretty instant and it's really fun. So that's just how you get paid on the items. So again, the shipping money is coming out of your account where all your money is from items you've sold, and then you'll get that money from the sale a couple days after the customer receives it. It is not that hard, so if you want to do it, definitely give it a go, because already in 2 days since I went sourcing, I've sold 10 items, so I am almost halfway there, and I have all these other items here in the house that I've got to sell. So definitely give it a shot. Again, thank you to the Bolo group for really helping me learn as I go and being able to share this with all of you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that helped explain it a little bit or demystify it. It is really one of the things that you learn as you do it, so I hope you get out there and do it and give it a shot. Find something lightweight that will fit in a padded envelope. Say $5 is what it's gonna cost you to ship. Price it to include that and just see how it goes. Thank you again to the members of the Bolo group for helping make this video possible, for helping me learn, and if you're interested in joining the group or getting Ungated in toys or Topical or grocery, check out my guides below. Until next time, hope you guys have a great week. Happy sourcing!